episode of the Recipe Connection, and today we are making Joey DeCuppa's mother's Sunday sauce. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got a pan heating up, and we are going to add a half cup of olive oil to this pan. And that's hot already because I have that pan going. 1 pound of pork butt and a pound of chuck steak. And I'm going to cut this in half. It's probably a little warm in there. So we've got a pound of pork butt, 1 pound of chuck steak, and a couple ounces of salt pork. All right, so we've got that in there browning up. A little warm in the beginning, I think. I had the pan on too long. That's what amateurs do. We're gonna let that go for a little bit. And then we're gonna add about a pound of Italian sausage. We like our Gianelli sausage, but use your favorite kind. And then we're gonna brown that up as well, but not cook it all the way through, I guess. And then we're gonna remove all the meat, so we'll keep you posted. All right, so while our meat's browning up, we're gonna dice up some onion. We need about a cup. All right, we're also gonna add the sausage. And this looks like about a cup of onion. Yep. Perfect. All right, so we'll check back. All right, while our meat is still browning up, we're getting ready to pull that pretty quick. Our onion's done. I'm gonna mince up some garlic. I'm just gonna use a garlic press. This is fun and all, but there we go. Oh, hey, it's going. Okay, so we've taken the meat out. Set that aside. And now we're going to add our cup of onions. And our minced garlic. And we're going to turn this down to medium. And we're going to cook this. We don't want to brown up or anything. We just want it to get soft. So just a few minutes, 5 minutes or so. Ooh, that's intense. Okay, so we've got the onions and garlic in. We are about to stir in some tomato paste, but we want to julienne cut some fresh basil here. We're going to get that ready. That should be great. All right, so we are going to incorporate in here 2 cans of tomato paste. Okay, so we've got a cup of, we're using a Pinot Noir. Red wine. Chianti was specifically called out in the recipe, but we don't have a Chianti. So we've increased the heat to medium-high. We're going to cook this off for about 3 minutes or so. Okay, so we are adding now, we've let that wine cook off for a few minutes. We are adding 5 28-ounce cans of crushed tomatoes in a heavy puree, the recipe says. So we're using some Wegmans brand organic crushed tomatoes in puree. All right, now we've got our crushed tomatoes mixed in. We're going to add our fresh basil. And instead a pinch of dried basil. And we're going to mix that in real good. Yes, along with 1.5 tablespoons of salt and pepper. All right, so we are going to add 2 cups of water. We're going to mix that in good, and we're going to bring this to a boil. All right, so once this comes to a boil, we are going to reduce the heat to low, and we're going to add all the meat back in, and we're going to let this simmer for about 3 hours. Can't wait. All right, hey everybody, welcome back. We have made our sauce. That is over there, been simmering for a long time. It is amazing, and I don't want to understate amazing enough. That is really good sauce. So now we are on to the making of the pasta. Never done this one before. Should be interesting. So we again are following Joey's recipe, and we'll put that up there so you have it. But it's basically a cup of flour, 1 egg, and then 3/4 cup of cold water, but you add the cold water as you need it by a tablespoon. Now I know a lot of people say to use semolina flour, and that is true. Joey does use semolina flour in his pasta. He said, but at home, for most home pasta machines, the all-purpose flour is better because it makes the dough a little less stiff and a little more manageable. So we're gonna go ahead and use all-purpose flour for our pasta. So we've got an egg over here. We're just gonna beat this egg up a little bit. And we're gonna grab a cup of flour. And I have cleaned, dried countertop here. Okay, we've got our cup of flour. So they say to make a little well in the middle of it. And we're just gonna pour the egg in. Unless somebody would like to get a different angle. All right, egg in the pool. And then they say, oh, that's why they say, oh, this is bad. This needs to be happening over here. This is not good. They make this seem so much easier in the recipe book. All right, we're just gonna fold this together and start making dough. I'm not quite sure how this is going to turn out to be pasta. Yeah, water. Let me just go rinse my hands. All right, we're back. We're going to start adding a little water. And it says to use cold water, so we put a little ice in the bowl. Look at this. I'm just gonna add a little bit of flour. Okay, I'm pretty exhausted. I've been kneading this dough, but it looks really good. I had zero confidence that this was going to turn out to be dough, and it's looking pretty good. It seems like just like the directions would say. So now we're going to roll it into a ball. It's nice and smooth, and we are going to wrap it. A little saran wrap. And we're gonna let that rest for anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes, it said. So we'll check back. All right, welcome back. So our dough here, our pasta dough, has been resting for a little bit, and it's not really a big ball of dough. And that's because I misread the directions, and this is an important thing for people that are going to try this. It was 1 pound of flour, not 1 cup. I think that was important because I still used a whole egg for 1 cup of flour. So we basically made egg noodles, we think. We'll see. But the dough feels good, so we're just going to give it a try and see what happens. So I'm going to lay out a little flour here. So now what we're going to do at this point, we've got our little machine. We're going to see how this works. We're going to cut this into strips. This is a pizza cutter. We're going to start out by plugging this in. And if my days in the pizza business remind me of anything, it's do not get your fingers in these rollers. Alright, we're going to run it through again. We are going to take this off. Now, in with the spaghetti maker.
It's going to be some long spaghetti.
Yes, it is. It'll definitely seem like they're going to stick together. So I'm going to hit them with a healthy dose of flour. We'll see what we get.
Trial and error, I guess.
Yep. As soon as our water boils, we'll throw in some pasta. All right, our water is boiling. We're going to go ahead and cook some pasta. And sort of stir that around a little bit. We'll see. All right, so it looks like our pasta's done. We're gonna strain it. Be right back. I don't know, we'll see. All right, we've got bowls of pasta. I'm gonna ladle on some sauce. Some sausage in here. All right, we got a little parm.
Some Italians are going to go crazy.
Oh,
watching this.
people are rolling over in their grave right now.
You should have a spoon.
My stepfather need not watch this. It's good.
Does it actually taste like pasta?
It actually tastes like pasta. Go figure. All right, not bad. I mean, we it was the first time rolling out pasta dough. I obviously didn't get the ratio right. I think we would do something different with the thickness before we put it through the machine. But all in all, it's really good. So give it a try. We'll see you next time on the Recipe Connection. Bye.